You ever just think of a funny art idea and your brain just won't let you think of anything else?
Leave me alone! Ah!
Akira!
Hey there, spirits, and welcome back to the graveyard. My name's Soul, and this is my ghost friend Art.
Hello, Bozo.
So something a lot of you might not know about me is I play a lot of indie games, and chances are if you found this video, so do you. I rarely play AAA titles anymore. Well, except the game that has the whole world by storm right now and has taken over my life in every waking moment, and totally not the reason why the video is delayed a little bit. I don't have an addiction. I can stop at any time. Besides a select handful, I just really love indie games. Something about the charm, cute art, and small developing teams, and just heart that goes into them just really entices me. Maybe it's because I've always wanted to make video games myself, and because I've done a video game jam before, I just am really interested in small games with small teams. And Dadish 3 is no exception. And if you don't know anything about Dadish, here's my quick review of the game while trying to avoid any spoilers. Dadish 3 is the third installment to the platform games developed by Thomas K. Young. You play as a dad radish, hence the title of the game, who is trying to find all his radish kids who randomly get onto a school bus while he's sleeping. The world is too cruel for his baby radishes, and he must venture off to save them before they get turned into soup. This sequel has you venturing through 50 new levels that take you through the sewers, desert, and underwater. So as far as the storyline goes, it isn't something groundbreaking. But the thing that stands out about Dadish is the funny little conversations you have with all the characters. Your kids are really snarky, and I would find myself looking forward to finishing each level to find out what witty things they were going to say. Your estranged wife doesn't have the time of day to keep a conversation with you, and the dolphin seems normal and helpful for the most part. But in a short platforming game, the story doesn't really matter as much as completing each level and moving on to the next one. This game is quick and the levels are super short, so you'll find yourself zooming through the game. There's an extra star in each level for you to collect, but they usually require a little bit harder platforming to get to. After you complete the game, there's an extra game mode that takes you through the game again, but on hard, speedy mode. The controls feel really tight, and I never really felt like I was slipping around or falling through spots I thought I landed. You can only move around and double jump, so the mechanics of the game really rely on the environment and the enemies. Each environment is explored for about 10 levels, and each one has a platforming theme that they're exploring. I had a really good time 100%ing the levels and collecting all the stars. The graphics are done in this cute pixel art style that fits the game really well. The sprites and obstacles are easy to read because of the black outlines and bold colors they have, while the backgrounds are lineless and less saturated. The style and simplicity support the lighthearted story, and it doesn't clutter the screen, which is really good for platforming. I really enjoyed the sprite designs and the color schemes for each level, and it's part of the reason why I decided to do some fan art for it. Overall, Dadish 3 is a quick 3 to 4 hour gameplay and is perfect for a travel day or quick gameplay break in between longer games. If you enjoy platforming games like Celeste or Super Meat Boy, then this will be a quick, easier pickup for you. If you're new to platforming, then it's an easy beginner game to get into the genre with. The levels aren't super difficult and they're pretty short, so it's really easy to get into the mindset of just playing one more level. You'll end up binging the whole game before you know it. I'd recommend Dadish 3 to gamers of all levels, and it's easy to find on any gaming platform, including your phone. I played this game on my Nintendo Switch, and this game goes on sale pretty often in the eShop, so I would try and pick it up then at the sale price because it is so short. Make sure to go give this indie game creator some love. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is sketch out these characters, and I wanted to get the shapes down. And my original idea was to make kind of like a movie poster for this, but I just didn't really like that idea, and I saw Momado and the way she looked, and it reminded me of those hot girl memes. I just decided to turn her into that. And then from there, I just wanted to make memes of each one and try and make something that had a theme for the entire sticker pack. So the other ones I was just coming up with ideas for. This one I decided to have something for the dad and all of his babies, so I just liked that meme where it's like, don't talk to me or my kids ever again. After that, I was kind of jumping around in between designs, and I really liked this big daikon. He was really scary to go against in the game, but he was a really fun design, and I like that, you know, he was always chomping no matter what, so I made him always hungry. Then the next one, of course, is the dolphin, which is kind of a big character in this game, so I wanted to include them and include a little bit of a hint to what happens at the end of the game. And then after that, it was on to pulling the colors from the game and getting the look I wanted down for the stickers. That was just a matter of trial and error and working with my lineless art style that I've been working with lately. And I really like this bubble boy design. It's when you're in the underwater levels and he gets trapped in a bubble, and that's how you kind of maneuver around the level. So I really like this bubble boy, and I was really trying to nail down that bubble font to go with it. And then of course it was on to coloring Momado, and like I said, I was inspired by those memes where they put those emojis or really extravagant nails and hoop earrings and makeup and crazy lashes onto girls, and she wants to be this hot girl that has no time for anyone else. So this sticker was really fun, and I really like how it turned out. And yeah, I just wanted to get the shading down and have it match with this really grainy texture that's different than my other two sticker packs that I've done. So trying to nail down that look and deciding how much I want to add to it before it becomes too realistic. Definitely interesting trying to find that happy medium. And then of course I needed to add the cursive font and find the right shape and everything to go around the shape of the main character. Next was what I like to call sleepyhead, and at the beginning of each level you start out underground and you jump up out of the ground to start the level. So I decided to include that idea in this sticker, and I really like this half underground, half above ground look, with the shape of the dirt being really interesting to look at. And then of course I did the coloring for this one. This one was really fun because the kids are all these different types of colors. So it was fun to decide which colors were going where, and they kind of mirror each other on each side. It's symmetrical, except I wanted to give all of the kids different emotions and mouth shapes to kind of differentiate them and be like, oh yeah, they're all different characters. I would say that this meme is one of my favorite memes that I like to call back to, the don't talk to me or my son ever again. I just think it's like a really funny concept, and whenever I see pictures of like two people or two things together and one is really angry, I always usually call back to this meme. And then of course I needed the font to go around the shape and make it an interesting sticker shape, and I thought the ever again should have some flames in it, just to really emphasize the anger. And for this daikon one, I really liked the 3D jumping out effect, like he's coming through the wall like Kool-Aid Man or something. Oh yeah! Because he does bust through the wall in unexpected places when you're playing the game. Like I said, he's a little bit scary and sometimes catches you off guard when you're playing the game. I like the always hungry idea because he's just going to eat everything and anything in his way, no matter what. And then I moved on to the dolphin. I struggled a little bit with the centering of the circle and the dolphin and where it was going to land in that space. And then again, I wanted to have the same bubble font from the Bubble Boy one and match the same style and look. So I was jumping back and forth between that drawing and this one to make sure the style was cohesive. But I think the dolphin looks super cute. Well, the dolphin looks really cute in this style. It looks like almost plushy, and with the texture makes it look like a stuffed animal. After the designs were made, it was on to making the stickers. I print and cut all my stickers at home and print more as more orders come in. This system works out for me because I don't really have that many orders, so I can usually print, cut, and send out orders within 20 minutes. If you want the full in-depth video on how I make stickers at home, including materials and what tools I use, then you should check out my one-shot video after this one. It also has my review of that video game too, just so you know. And here's how the finished stickers look and their packaging. All that's left to do is to take product photos in the best place I think fits the aesthetic of the game, also known as some rocks and succulents in the front yard. Look, when you start out a small business, it's okay to use what you have around you. You don't need a fancy photo studio or backdrops. Just use what you have and save your money on things that will actually improve your quality of your products. I've finished a couple other indie video games since making this art and would love to do some more game reviews and art for each of them. So I hope you look forward to those videos. Please leave a comment down below on a game you think I should check out, and don't forget to subscribe to see more art content like this. And until next time, see ya!